Nanonood ng Litrato Philippines sa araw po ng Lunes, no? Isang maulang Lunes or rainy Monday today, no? Here in the Philippines, yeah. Especially in NCR, no? Or National Capital Region. To those people who are watching us right now, and for those people living in NCR, I hope you are okay and doing good and enjoy the rainy days, no? Something like that. And I hope you already eaten your lunch. Today we have another guest, but before we introduce our guest, we must invite everyone, no, to watch Litrato Philippines. You can watch us live by Sky Cable Channel 224 and all TV box and DTT boxes nationwide. And of course, you can hear us on our radio station, DZRJ 10 a.m. And of course, we have also social media account, facebook.com/DZRJ 10 a.m. and our YouTube channel, DZRJ 10 a.m. Radyo Bandido. At meron din po kaming TikTok account, DZRJ 10 a.m. So I hope for those people who are watching us right now, you can also visit, no, our social media account and then click like to follow and also subscribe, no, in our social media account so that you'll be notified for the news and everything, no, here, no, happening in the Philippines and National Capital Region. And for those outside, no, the Philippines, you can watch us via social media account. But if you're not allowed to watch and you are able to listen, you might like, no, to download apps, Radio Garden app and Streama apps, then search DZRJ 10 a.m. so you can drive or work in your office while listening, no, to our radio station. And of course, before we start to introduce our guest for today, we have a reports, no, from our best reporter here in our country. So far, we have report po ni Jojo Sikat, no, 2 arestado sa entrapment operation ng NCRPO at SPD. Isa sa mga suspect hinihilalang NBI agent. Mula po sa report ni Sir Jojo Sikat. Sir Jojo, go ahead po.
Arestado sa pinagsalib na puwersa ng RID, NCRPO at DSOU SPD ang 2 sospek sa isinagawang entrapment operation kagabi sa kasong robbery, extortion at obstruction of justice. Sa isinagawang press conference ng SPD sa panguna ni SPD Director Police Colonel Kirby John Brian Crap, sinabi na opisyal na nagsagawa na operasyon ng mga pulis matapos na magreklamo ang isang biktima na nagngangalang Ronaldin Tabalok, 25 years old, isang online seller, sa isang nagpakilalang NBI agent na tumawag sa kanya na humihingi ng 250,000 pesos kapalit ng pagpapalaya sa 2 Chinese national na na-rescue ng NBI sa isinagawang operasyon noon nakaraang Biyernes sa lungsod ng Pasig. Dahil dito, nagsagawa ng entrapment operation ng mga operatiba sa pamuno ni Police Lieutenant Colonel Gilbert Lee Mendova pasado alas 8:30 ng gabi sa gilid nga ng McDonald's sa Hilpuyat Avenue, corner Top Avenue sa lungsod ng Pasay, kung saan kumagat sa naturang patibong ang suspect na nakilalang si Larry Marbid na nakuhaan ng NBI ID bilang isang consultant agent. Naaresto rin ang kasama nito na si Lawrence de los Tria, 37 years old, matapos na magtangkang makipag-areglo sa mga operatiba. Sinabi naman ni Colonel Kraft na sa ngayon na inaalam na nila sa tanggapan ng NBI kung miyembro ba talaga nila itong mga sospek na si Marbid. Sa ngayon ay nakatakda naman na sampahan ng kaso ang 2 sospek.
Pinili rin ng 2 Chinese na nakakulong na yun nga po allegedly napapakilala taga NBI and nangihingi po ng 250,000 for the release doon sa 2 Chinese. And then yun po yung naging yun po yung naging reason ng aming unit to conduct an entrapment operation. So kagabi po na-realize yung ating entrapment operation where we were able to apprehend certain Larry Marvin in Napire. This is 48 years old.
Ako, si Jojo Sikat nagulat para sa DCRJ Teleam, ang radyo, Bandido TV.
Maraming salamat, Sir Jojo Sikat. So, here it is for those people who are watching us right now and looking, no, or waiting for our Miss Earth guest for today. No? Actually, they are two with Miss USA, but unfortunately, Miss USA cannot be with us today. So, we will just reschedule our schedule to Miss USA or Miss Earth USA. So, we are having a guest from South Africa, no? So let's introduce our guest for today. She is, no, a native of Ekiti State, no, and born in the 8th of April. Wow, I born in a month of April, or April 10th, no. So 2 days after it's it's my birthday. No? And the family of Mr. Babashola Gabriel Ajayi and Mrs. Bolajoko Yabo Ajayi in Lagos State. No? She holds a diploma in Science Laboratory Technology from the Yaba College of Technology and presently an undergraduate student of Human Kinetics and Health Education at the prestigious University of Lagos, Akoka. No? She is extremely effervescent and loves company. While she is humble, humanitarian who accommodates diversity with a personal philosophy of live and let live, or let live. No, I don't know which one. No, she strongly believes her smile and amiable disposition is her best asset. Actually, this is the first time I see, no, a very beautiful candidate of Miss Nigeria. To be honest, I'm just being honest. And a healing herb to purge the world of negative energy. She was won several awards, inclusive of Female Entertainer of the Year, has featured in over 100 rated music video and luxurious fashion campaign for editorial board. No, she is winner of Humanitarian Queen Beauty Pageant, and Esther Olawutusin Ajayi is a promoting in advocacy dance of life geared towards creating awareness and initiating action among the masses on protecting endangered faunas in our ecosystem. As the newly crowned representative of her country, Nigeria, she hoped to use the Miss Earth platform as a medium to advocate for implementation of stronger governmental policies to stem the protection of vultures with hashtag vouch for the vultures in Nigeria and then globally. She enjoy dancing, singing, photography, traveling, and watching movies. She has an unbridled passion for dogs and has yellow belt in ranking in Taekwondo. No, so we must appraise of her, no? Because she knows how to use her karate skills. No, let's welcome our Miss Earth Nigeria 2022, no other than Esther Olowatusin Ajayi. Hi, Esther. Good afternoon. Good morning in your country. It's 7 a.m. in
Good
your morning.
morning. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good morning, Esther. Did I call you Esther or how do people call you? Your nickname?
Esther. Esther.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that's sweet and nice, no, to mention Esther. Anyway, Esther, can you tell us more about your country first? But because we do know, we know Nigeria. I mean, we see it in a map. But
Yeah,
we
you.
didn't visit yet Nigeria. And for those people who are listening and watching us on the television right now here in the Philippines, they might interested also in your country. So can you tell us more about Nigeria so that what are the places to visit in Algeria and what food to offer in the people who visit your country? Go ahead, Esther.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mike, for having me on your station for this interview. I'm really honored. I'm excited about this journey and to be on this platform. So, Nigeria is a West African country.
Mhm.
It has 36 states and one federal capital territory, which we call Abuja. We have a popular city that is the largest city for we refer it to the most populated city in terms of people. This is like the most popular state in Nigeria. And then we have another city called the Ibadan city. It is the most populated city in terms of land mass. Nigeria has well over 500 regional languages, and we have 250 ethnic groups in Nigeria. Nigerians are recognized for the to be the largest producers of oil and gas in Africa.
Wow, that's good to hear.
And we have some fun facts about Nigeria. We have like the highest diversity of butterflies in Nigeria. The African biggest street parties when it comes to the term of entertainment, we have it big in Nigeria. All over the world, we are doing really great when it comes to entertainment, street life, night life, party life. It is very exciting. And then we also have generous supplies of fruits. We have diverse fruits, which because agriculture is very vast in Nigeria. So because of this, we have generous supplies of fruits. Nigeria owns the second biggest bridge in Africa, that's the Third Mainland Bridge. This is like a monumental site in Nigeria. When you talk about Hollywood movies, it's like a landmark that we use. So it's the second biggest bridge linking the mainland and the island in Lagos, Nigeria, which is the biggest city in terms of population. Then we have the third most lingual, the language we speak. We are like the third in the whole world, the third most multilingual country in the world. We have about 500 regional languages in the world. Then we are like
That's too much.
our though we were colonized by the British, but our accent in Nigeria is considered as the third sexiest accent in the world.
Yes.
And then we are the most populous country in Africa. We are one of the rated highest populated country in the world.
Yes, I do know that Nigeria is one of the best country in South Africa.
No, sorry, we are West Africans actually. West Africa.
Yeah. Mm.
So tourism in Nigeria is one of the growing sectors in Nigeria economy, and the policy for tourism was established in the year 1990. This is when they decided to establish in tourism because they figured we have so much natural resources in Nigeria. We have what it takes to get people to come learn about our culture and arts. So this was established in the year 1990. Nigeria is known for its natural landmarks, like I said, like the beaches, the ocean, and all of this are ideal for swimming. And we also have other exciting monumental sites like the National Theatre. We have the National Museum where we have like historical backgrounds of what had happened years back before we got colonized during the time of slavery. We have so much exciting. We also have recreation centers. We have galleries like the Mickey Art Galleries where you have places for craft and arts. We have the Obudu Cattle Ranch in Calabar, in and it's a resort where you have beautiful natural resources, the grass, the forest. So many we have in different states. So Nigeria is like a site for tourists, people who travel. We have millions of people travel in and out of Nigeria, working, coming to have fun for tourism. So I'm really excited to be Nigerian because Nigeria is made to train the youth to to be able to survive in any area of the earth, any surface area of the earth, wherever they find themselves. And I am
Yeah.
proud Nigerian.
Actually, Nigeria, I'm sorry for later I mentioned it is located in South Africa, but West Africa.
Yes,
That's right,
yes, West Africa.
West Africa.
Yes.
Anyway, can we ask how about the food, the best food you can offer to your
So,
tourists?
like I said earlier, we have 250 ethnic groups, and in Nigeria we have like the most popular three ethnic group because these were the first ethnic groups created before other ethnic groups came after them, which is the Yoruba, the Igbo, and the Hausa. These three ethnic groups are like they are like 60% of all of the ethnic groups we have in Nigeria. Sorry. Which happens to be the Yorubas are referred to be the Western Nigerians, the Igbos are the eastern part of Nigeria, and while the Hausas are the northerners. So we have different cultures and different foods for different ethnic groups. And for the Yoruba, where this is where I come from, this I enjoy my culture, I enjoy the arts and the history behind the Yoruba people. When you come to Yoruba land, you are offered varieties of food. Take, for example, we have the amala. We have
Amala.
ewedu. This is amala. This is one of the popular. This is one of the popular food we have in the Yoruba land. Some people also in the Yoruba land, we also have like divisions of different languages and cultures in the Yoruba land. So different cultures also decide to go with their own specific type of food and culture, but generally you can have the amala, the wedu. We also have the pounded yam, which we call the inyo, and egusi soup, which is the melon. So depending on your choice, your taste bug, you go for whichever one you want. Also, we have for the Igbo people, the Eastern world, the Eastern Nigerians, we have different soups. Also, they have subdivisions of different languages and cultures, depending on your wherever you decide to go or the culture you want to experience. They have the Igbo have the oha soup, they have achara, and they are well known
Achara.
to be the yes achara. So some people even call it achala. Some people call achara. Some you have the oha soup, you have the achara, you have oha, you have ogono. And the Igbo people are known to be lovers of fufu. So fufu is like the most healthy used in eating the soup. So the Yorubas are known for amala, while the Igbos are known for fufu. These are like
Yeah.
the traditional meal that they eat. And while eating these foods, you use your hands. You don't use cutlery because if it's when you use cutleries to eat this food, it's like you are insulting the tradition. So you're supposed to wash your hands and use your hands to, cut in different sectors and then swallow. So they call it swallow, like a general name they give to the traditional food that you use your hands to eat. They call it swallow. And for the northerners, the one of their most interesting food and very nice is called the tuwo shinkafa. So the tuwo is made out of maize and they make it and at the end they mix it up with spice and then you also use your hands in eating it. So in Nigeria we have interesting meals and then we also known to love spice. When you eat and you don't have spice, then it is said not to be Nigerian food.
Actually, for those people who are thinking achara of Nigeria is achara of Philippines, are saying no, it's not. I've seen the I've seen the photo here of Achara. I don't know if
Acha. Yes,
they can see. Is that right?
yes, more
That's
like
just
the soup.
the Achara.
Yes,
Yeah.
and then you
Oo.
can check out the amala.
Oo. In Philippines, Achara is made of papaya.
Wow.
Here, made of papaya. And we use it as side dishes of our food, no? It's great for um, fried fish or anything fried. We use it, the achara, here in the Philippines as side dish, no? Like or because it's made of papaya and it's sweet with bitterness, something
Mhm.
like that. Because it has um no, not bitter. I'm sorry. Ang tawag, para ano yung sa maasim? Ha? Oh, sour. Sweet and sour. I'm sorry. Not bitter, but sweet and sour. No, it's made of sweet with sweet sugar and some vinegar, no, with it in papaya. So we will maybe sometimes when you visit here, no, if I have money, I'll buy you achara so that you can go there in your country and bring the achara with you,
Yes,
no. Oh,
I
no
can't
worry,
wait for
it's a good food. No. Anyway, let's ask about her pageant. I do know there's a lot of pageant in Nigeria, like Miss Universe, Miss Globe, Miss World, and Miss Intercontinental for sure, in Miss International. But why did you join Miss Earth among the other pageants?
Well, Miss Earth's pageant for me is a very unique pageant that puts me on the platform for young people to look up to me because it's not the usual platform, it's not the usual pageant that you go for and you talk all about beauty. Miss Earth's pageant has, in the past few months, my love for nature has really gone high. I unconsciously now do things that I don't used to do before. And I was aware because I did my assignments before coming into the pageant and I needed a platform that could add to what I already had. And I saw that Miss Earth, from the past queens we've had, they did so well that they infected the young generation. They always go for awareness, they talk, they educate children. And I was so interested in this that I wanted to pick up the mantle to continue the legacy. And I love the way the organizations empower young ladies to pick up a profession out of what they were not before.
Yes, yeah,
A
that,
few years ago, I never knew I was going to be referred to as an environmental activist.
yeah,
But today, as an entertainer in my own field of sports and entertainment, people already recognize me as an environmental activist because I'm advocating for nature. I'm advocating for plants, for animals, for environmental protection, for global warming, climate crisis. And it's so empowering that I want to do more. And I don't see this, and I don't have any issues with other pageants, to be clear. But Miss Earth is one awesome platform that is and that it helps to bring me closer to nature. And nature for me means life. It gives life. Nature is God is nature. Nature is God.
yes.
So it has
Mm-mm.
brought me closer to my dream.
Mm-mm.
And
Actually,
this is
it's a,
beautiful for
yeah,
me.
it's a good platform, and everything was, actually, some of the candidates from other country, when I asked why they did choose this, or they said, no, it's a good platform that definitely can do much, no, than the other pageant. Just unlike the other pageant, just focus on beauties, and then sometimes some of it are, um, um, I heard one is love for children, something like that. There's a lot of advocacy in their several pageants, no? But right now, no, I heard Miss Universe, no, inviting also married women. I don't
Yeah,
know. It can called. Yeah, I don't know if it's still called Miss. No, they should be. They should put Mrs. Universe
Miss
on it. No?
Universe and Miss Universe.
Because how would you call the Miss Universe if you're including the married women on it? No, so it's not fair for those who are young and wants to be recognized as Miss. No, but and then their competitors are not Miss anymore. They
Well,
already.
what
But you know, but it's okay. No, but for me, it's
exactly?
okay.
Yes.
No, is not, it's their choice. No, we
Yes, I
don't have
think
yeah.
can be a barrier to what you can do, what you can give back to your economy, to what you can
Mm,
give back to the ecosystem. Marriage should not be a barrier. Childbirth should not be a barrier because
yes,
some people got married earlier, but they have so much dream to give back, and because of that barrier, they cannot do anything. So what I
yeah,
feel can be done is to divide, to separate the misses from the miss, so that
yeah,
the young generation, the younger generation can explore in the world of their miss, while the misses can also
yeah.
explore in the world of their miss, so that we don't have
I,
clashing values and,
yeah,
interests.
I agree with you. No, I agree with you. If they should be separated from one another, no, because sometimes we must also respect, no, the pageant. No, it's actually it was known for many years, and then they changed the qualities and requirements of it, which is definitely make us, sometimes it's an eye opening of an eye. Ooh, what was that? No, and we are very shocked. No, why they're accepting this and accepting that. Well, it's they said world now are changing. No, that's why we must accept everybody. No matter what the gender is, the I mean the status of their life, Miss or Mrs. No matter, no. Somehow, no. I'm afraid someday I heard, no, Mrs. Universe will allow grandparents as well not to join. No,
And you have more fun
maybe.
because it will be extremely exciting.
I don't know what will happen in the pageant with that. Anyway, let's ask. No, I do know. In some countries recently, especially this year, 2022, there's a lot of things happens in 2022. No, especially the death of our Queen, no, of England, Queen Elizabeth as well, no, including also some events, just like what Miss Belgium told us in their country. There's no way, no, to have a flood. But this year, no, they have a huge flood, no, coming over in their country. And I've seen also Middle East, no, floods are everywhere. No, I didn't expect that Middle East should be under flood, and including Pakistan. No, I saw Pakistan earlier. They have a lot of floods. Can I ask what unusual things happens because of climate change in your country, in Nigeria, recently? There is or there's not?
Of course, they're all over the world. Nigeria is part of the world. We have so many adverse effects from climate change.
Mm-mm.
Take, for example, pollution. Take, for example, the endangered faunas.
Mm-mm.
Because all of these things will affect the climate change eventually. It will add up to climate crisis. It will
Mm-mm.
change the web life, the web cycle of animal. If we have some animals go into extinction, it will affect the web cycle. So we will not get the benefits of what the animal is giving and preventing. Take for example the vultures, of course, which I'm advocating for the vultures. Take for example, if we don't have vultures again in the world, if the vultures go into extinction, what happens? Because they are the natural cleaners of the world, of the earth. They clean organically. So if we don't have them anymore, we will eat up the carcass. We will clean up the dead animals.
Yeah.
And if these dead animals are left unfed on or unclean, it will um, in return affect the climate because it will emit greenhouse gases, and then one way or the other this can affect humans because
Yeah.
we will take it and it will affect our health. So we have all sort of problems from affecting climate change. We also have pollution, which is even one of the highest problems we're having in my country. Pollution it's not well, because of so much awareness now, people are getting to know. We have companies that are recycling. So in next 5 years, I hope things will be better. But of course, all over the world, we have problems, diverse problems of affecting climate change. And all I think that we can do is to implore everyone to do their best in the little way they can to act right, because everything we do we can keep creating awareness, but it begins from us, begins with the action plan. You can start small, and people get to see you. They get to imitate what good habits that you are performing to initiate to bring good benefits to the ecosystem. So you can start small. You don't have to start big. It happens all over the world, but you can change the world by starting on your own. And then we can also implore, because already I'm working already on imploring the federal government to enforce new policies on environmental change,
Mm.
environmental protection. These are things that we can do, because when the federal government enforce law, then things will change for sure, because the citizens will not want to be penalized, or they won't want to pay fine for damaging the earth. But when we don't have fear for nature, we treat nature anyhow, and which is what even led to my advocacy initiative, the dance for life.
Yes. No, I
With
do see that.
dance,
No,
yes,
dance,
I
dance. That your
yeah.
advocacy. No, that's dance.
No, my
Uh,
advocacy is vouch for the vulture.
and
Vouch
then
for the virtual, which is towards sensitization on the adverse effect of illegal trading, illegal trafficking of vultures. Because we
mm,
cannot let these animals go into extinction. We need them. We have facts about the vultures that people don't know about, especially taking each of these animals and looking into them, giving the right facts about them and the benefits to the ecosystem. We need to let the children aware. I love me personally. I love children because children they are very loyal. When you teach them something, it sticks to their head, and they can
yeah,
teach people around them, even down to teaching their parents at home. So I
yeah,
believe when
okay.
children are very much aware about these animals, about their environment, about the benefits, they will take up the legacy. And then in the next 10 years, we don't have to worry about awareness, because people who want to make aware already are aware. So they will just be responsible for it. So
Yeah.
now talking
Actually,
about, okay.
you told me earlier that you're promoting the advocacy dance of life. That's right.
So
Yeah,
this is
dance.
what is my advocacy is vouch for the vulture. But the
Mm,
medium at which I am promoting my advocacy is dance for life.
yes, the hashtag vouch for the vulture. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
your the protection of vultures, no, in
yeah,
Nigeria. As a
yeah.
not actually, no, not only in Nigeria, all over the world. No,
No,
if there's
all
a
over the world,
vulture
like
in
I
their
said,
city.
remember when you want to start a project, you start small, and
Mm.
before you know, go you go. So because I live in Lagos, Nigeria, so I'm starting from Lagos, Nigeria, but definitely I'm growing globally, and I'm going to preach. I'm going to create awareness globally, not just Nigeria, because I'm concentrating on Earth.
Yes.
So
Anyway,
starting from Nigeria.
can I ask also, I do know, no, your preparation, no, for Miss Earth, no? There's a lot of things we must prepare before coming over here on November, no? There's an activities on October, just like virtual, no? Virtual, virtual events, no, that's being held, no, by Miss Earth for you, no. How's the preparation now, and what are the factors you are focusing in, no? In what factors?
Well, my first
Go ahead.
from is awesome, and it's been exciting and fascinating for me. Thanks to the organization, the Miss Earth Nigeria organization, they've been putting things in place for me, preparing and drafting out schedules, media tours. In fact, from when I won the Miss Earth Nigeria up until date, my life has turned around. I've
Yeah.
met people who has influenced my life positively. I improve intellectually, and then I've seen things in a different aspect from how I used to see it before. Now, like I said before, I respect nature more than ever, and it keeps growing, it keeps coming. For the Miss Earth International, we have so many plans lined up. We have preparation for different competitions, and we've been having visitation to monumental sites. We've been partnering with nature parks and rescue animal rescue centers in Nigeria to for me to learn to be aware, to get aware of how extinctions and endangered species can survive and how we can educate people. So far we've been going on tours, media tours, meeting with companies to partner with in order to make our work smooth and interesting.
Yeah, that's good. I don't know. That's good to hear. Anyway, can I ask also um, your plans, no? For this event, no? I mean, you have a lot of talent like singing, dancing. So, which one do you prepare for talents right now? Are
Okay,
you going to?
so for me, I dance for a living,
Mhm.
and the easiest way to speak my language is dance. And because I understand dance, and I know in Lagos where I come from, many of the youth and children understand the same language I speak, which is dance. And I
Mhm.
plan to bring my new, I plan to bring my office as the Miss Earth Nigeria into my profession, into what I do for a living, which is dance. And this in turn happens to be my own talent. Third,
Yes,
I want to use my talents to empower myself and empower others. You
that's
understand?
good.
I'll be
Yes,
dancing, and which was why I titled this Dance for Life. So the
that's
vouch for the
correct.
vouchers will be carried out through the medium of dance for life. Because
You know,
dance for me connects me to nature. When I dance, I'm connected to nature. Through dance, I've experienced a renewed sense of radical change in ways that I don't even understand in relationship to my environment. So
yes.
with dance, I believe I can do more. I can speak dance language because I connect so much with nature when it comes to dance.
Mm-mm.
Help
So
me.
you're performing a dance in your talent, no? Is that right?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Interpretative dance, something like that.
What?
Interpretative dance.
I should interpret?
No, the way you will dance, no, it's something just like interpretative dance, not just
Yes,
an ordinary
yes.
dance.
So we have different genre of dance. We have the contemporary dance, we have the tap dance, we have hip hop dance, we have
Yeah.
the traditional contemporary dance. So
Mm-hmm.
in Nigeria, different dances have its own historical background. How
Mm-hmm.
this dance was generated from this deity, this dance was brought out of this culture and art. So dance from the advent of man has been a sort of form of interpretation from beats to movements of the body to expression. So why can't I express myself through dance?
Yeah. I'll just wait
It's important
for
to
your
use your strength. Yes.
mm, I'll just wait for your talent, no? I hope it will be the best among the best, no?
Yes, because you know what, from my research in the university, among the university students, I found out that youths want to learn, but they don't want to get bored in the process of learning. They want to be entertained and they still want to learn. And this is
And
one of why social media has been a positive invention ever since they invented it, because they want to learn, but they want to learn in dimension. They want to be entertained while learning. Exactly.
anyway, I prepare some questions here. I hope you can answer this, no? For you, is it okay? I'll ask some question.
Sure.
Yeah, I think you're ready, no? We'll just practice, no? Like Q&A in Miss Earth. Okay. Oh, um, I have a question, no? For those people who are single, I mean, for the rest of their life, just like me, that I'm still single. No? I mean, for those people who are not married and still no choices to be a bachelor, or sometimes they prefer to be a single. I have a question for you. No, do you think it's okay to be single for the rest of your life?
Well, according to the Bible, it was even stated that if you want to get married, it's good. But if you want to stay for the rest of your life and serve God, it's also acceptable. So everybody has a freedom of choice to how you want to live your life. And I don't have any problem with those people who are not getting married, and I don't have problem also with people who decide to be single. Everybody have reasons to whatever decisions they make in life. So if you decide to stay single and this makes you happy, so be it. If you decide to recreate and give birth and bring children forth, very
Wow.
nice.
Wow,
So
I love your answer, because no matter what, no, if you're single or not, no, actually it's up to you to enjoy life. That's
yeah,
what you are.
and if
Uh,
single or married doesn't affect your impact on earth, doesn't
mm,
affect what you do for nature, it doesn't affect what you do for the people, and it doesn't affect what you're remembered for on earth. And this is
yeah,
one important that people should know: how you live your life on earth, and when you die, what you remembered for.
yeah,
So,
that's it.
my not
That's what
that
that
much,
was also I know. Yeah. Anyway, can I ask another question? If ever
of
had the
course.
opportunity to change the color of a cloud, if you always seen the cloud color white, no, in during noontime or daylight, but somehow it turns orange when you see it in a sunset. That's right. Or sometimes it's red when there's when there's a rain, something like that, or black, if there's a storm, if ever you had the opportunity to change the color cloud, what color do you want it to change? What color do you want it to change, and why?
Okay, so one thing I know about nature is powerful. And you know,
Yeah.
nature has its way of making things perfect. I'll take, for example, allow me to divert a bit. Take, for
Mm,
example, the pangolins. I have some sort of passion for pangolins. I really love them. The pangolins are referred to as ant eaters in eaters. Now, the pangolins can only be born like once, or they can give birth, reproduce once or 2 years, once in twice a year, or once in 3 years.
mm,
And because of their love for ants, nature has already fixed it in a way that they cannot give birth to more. So nature has its way of making things perfect, and we cannot change it. So
yeah.
when nature gives us a blessing, we should appreciate. For no reason will I want to change the color of the cloud, because white cloud, it's powerful. It brings divinity. It brings
Yeah.
joy, peace, and love. So I don't think for any reason I want to change the color of the clouds. The only thing I want to change is to reduce the level of pollution to the ozone layer,
Yes.
because
Mm,
it's affecting what nature has already created for us. We cannot say nature is not perfect, because nature is God, and God is the only perfect one. So The only thing I can say is to reduce the damage we are causing to the color of the cloud. Because come to Nigeria, like I mentioned, pollution is one of the biggest problem we're facing. So because of this, we sometimes don't have clear. So our clouds are not always white like it should be. So for
Yeah. I
I
love your answer, no, because no, your choices not to choose, not to change the color of the cloud, because the cloud is already perfect and made it perfect for us, no, and God made it perfect for us. And one thing, if you want to change, no, it's not the cloud but the pollution, no, that we
exactly
can see. Sometimes we
yeah
see the cloud. Sometimes we see a dark fog smoke, which is
yes
we thought it was a
damage
cloud, but not. No, it's pollution. No?
yeah
So we must take it away. No, so we must
yeah
avoid those things. Anyway, I have another question for you. We have a lot of time. It's okay for you. I have still 6 minutes, no, for us to ask you some questions, because you're the only one I have guest for today, so we have a lot of time to talk. But I think I
okay
have already 6 minutes left. Is that right? Yeah, six
okay
minutes left, no, for us to close this program. Anyway, if ever you had a given a chance, no, to speak to world leaders, what request do you want to ask from them?
to leaders. Number one thing I'm going to ask my leaders is to please create new policies guiding environmental pollution,
Mm-hmm.
extinction of animals, the endangered faunas. I want to plead with the government, to the leaders of nations, to enforce new policies guiding the protection of the earth.
Yeah.
Because people have no fear, but the only fear people have is fear of God, and this is
Mm.
a thing of choice. But you see, the government of the federation is a big thing that people are scared of. So when the government can enforce new policy guiding environmental protection, I think it will go very far to protect Mother Earth.
Yes, that's good. No, that's no. Actually, no. Um, some big nations just like China and U.S. No, actually they are number one. China is number one. Number two is U.S. for emitting carbon dioxide, a large volume of emitting carbon dioxide in the world. No, oh, that is why we must this one emitting carbon dioxide destroy our ozone layer. That is why the catastrophe or the disaster, or are making a large of deaths in our world right now. For example, what happened to the um, um, North and South Pole are now, no, decreasing their ice. No, I mean, most of this country or pole, I mean that particular continent is already melting ice. No, that was the problem
Yeah,
with that. Mm.
yeah,
So we must avoid emitting too much carbon
carbon
dioxide.
dioxide.
No, that's right. No, we must. People, that's why it's hard to talk to our world leaders, especially the bigger countries. No, because they are the
Yeah,
one who committing a large volume. No, of
yeah, carbon
who
dioxide.
can destroy our Mother Earth. No, that's why um, sometimes we can see, no, they are not much interested, no, to protect, but they are also eager, no, to earn more. That was the problem, no. They are eager to earn more than protecting, no, or avoiding things that can destroy our planet Earth. But I know someday they can be um, awake. I hope, we're afraid that sometimes they should be awake of this disaster, what's happening in the world right now. So I hope they can see the changes, no? Sometimes,
Yeah,
and actually it's happening now, no? That's why I'm telling to my friends, especially the kids, no, that we are not we're not I think we're not going to live more longer. I think about 50 years or 30 years from now, maybe the earth will be definitely destroyed because of um, most of the people, including the leaders, are not caring of no of our Mother Earth. And I am so very proud. There are just some queens, just like you, and other queens from other countries who wants to protect the Mother Earth, and they should be the voice, no, of their country.
Yeah,
Each of you are the voices of your country to protect our Mother Earth. I hope you will succeed on your mission, and
hopefully.
so, and someday, we can give, a better, good place, for those kids in our future. Where we're
Yes.
hoping, that we can see all of this to our kids in the future. Anyway, we have, I think, 2 minutes left, but I have another question to ask before we ask you to thank those people who help you. Um, this one, it's about love. Is it okay if I ask you about love? Do you have someone special with you?
Well, I have my family and friends, and these people mean the world to me, and they are my love. They give me all the assurance I can ever imagine and get. Whatever thing or journey I embark on, they are always with me on it. And these are my love.
Mm. But you don't have a special someone.
Sorry?
Do you have a special someone? I mean, boyfriend, fiance.
Well, well, that should be left for personal. That's like
Okay.
personal.
But I'll ask you one question about this love, no? What will you do if you fall in love with someone that you can have?
Well, the most interesting thing about love is unconditional. You
Yes.
love when you know that you are not meant to love. Take, for example, when we have our parents, sometimes they make us really sad that we want to stay away from them, but you don't have a
Mm.
choice to love them regardless. So when you have someone that you cannot love, I advise you love them from afar so that you can gain your sanity because your
Love
sanity
them from
your
afar.
happiness is important. Yes. So when you love from afar, you don't hate, but you still love, but you just have to accept the fact that you cannot have the person. But you
Mm.
love from afar, nothing but love. You give love because God is love, nature is love, love
Mm.
is everything. So you must love. You have to love unconditional, good, bad, ugly. If you can't have the person, stay afar and still love.
Mm. But I do know in Ten Commandments there is a commandments that you cannot love someone with merit. Is that right?
I didn't get that.
Did you know that in the Bible there is a commandments that you cannot love someone who is already married?
Yeah, that. So we have different types of loves.
Yeah,
Uh, the ethical love, that's the definition they give love. But think about the love of God. It's pure.
yeah,
So when you, depending on the definition of this love that you are referring to, but to me, when you say love, love is a general language that
yeah.
is it's just pure. So I'm
Mm,
not defining my love based on um, sexuality or immorality. So when you
yeah,
say you love somebody, the love must be pure. So
yeah.
anything aside love that is not pure, I don't consider that as love. So when I'm
Mm,
be attracted to somebody who is married, I
mm.
don't consider it as love because if you love the person, you want the best for the person, and you tell the person, go back to your family.
Yes, that's good. Anyway, thank you very much for that, and we are very proud of you. You
Thank you.
answered all of my question. Anyway, I'll give you opportunity to thank those people because we need to end our program. Would you like to thank those people who helped you? In 1 minute. Go ahead.
Okay, to everyone who knows me, to everyone who doesn't know me, and to those who plan to knowing me in person and virtually, I want to say a big thank you for your support. Your invaluable support has been so wonderful, and it has been my drive so far. I want you to keep supporting me and giving all the love you can, because this will gel my energy up to keep me going. And I hope I make you all proud. And watch out
Yeah.
to stay. Love you
Mm,
all.
I hope I can see you here when you visit Philippines on November. No. Anyway, see you around. No, when you come here. No. Anyway, thank you very much, Esther. And I hope all the people from Nigeria, you're doing your best, and keep safe, everyone. Please watch tomorrow, no, at 2 to 3 p.m. here in the Philippines at DZRD 10 a.m. Radyo Bandido TV. Susunod na po yung programang SOS sa aming Johnny Gomez. Thank you very much, Esther, to your National Director. Thank you very much. Bye-bye,
Thank
everyone. And see you again tomorrow.
Salamat.
And salamat, Esther. And see you again. Bye-bye.
Bye.
The views and comments